With your plans inserted, correctly scaled and aligned, you are now ready to begin takeoff. I'm going to go into the plan and turn on the layers we want to take off. And I'll begin takeoff by tracing in the working area, which is where we want MudShark to perform cut and fill calculations. I'm holding down the shift key to snap to point. If there's any area on a plan that you don't wish cut and fill calculations to be performed, you can trace another working area boundary and that will exclude it from calculations. Now you'll want to define the surface of your existing site. We can very quickly transmute all the contours in a single layer by clicking on the layer in the plan and clicking Transmute. This brings across all the contours, the correct altitude as set in the plan, into our takeoff list. If you're building new structures, go into the proposed site and then click the New Structure button. Start by creating the foundation slab. I'm going to set a starting altitude and I'll choose a material here of concrete. We take this off by drawing around the structure, holding shift key down to snap to the corners of the structure and right click to finish the structure. The driveway is a little more complicated. Create the same way by clicking a new structure, enter a name, and we'll start at 22, bottom left corner, put material in here of asphalt. Holding the shift key again, trace around. Now this structure slopes up, so we can type in 23 as the next point altitude, then click and drag out to draw the arc, and right click will join the two ends of the structure boundary together. And there's a little area inside the structure which is excluded. So just trace around this is at 23 as well, and right click and MudShark will exclude that from the structure. If you don't need to model the proposed ground surface, you can calculate now, and MudShark will insert the structures into the existing ground surface. See a 3D model by clicking 3D Site. MudShark has created a 3D representation of the ground, structures, and the cut and fill. But this site is a little more complicated. By taking off proposed contours and spot elevations, you have complete control over how you want the site to look. We'll use the Transmute tool to again take off contours. This time we'll override the altitude in the plan. Often you can get plans where the altitude is not set at all or correctly. Here we can pick each line, and by setting an increment and the direction of the sloping ground, you can very quickly and easily take off individual contour lines or select a group of contour lines. This works the same if you had a PDF file or other image file and wanted to draw the contours in. Right click finalizes the input, and the increment and direction controls how the takeoff is completed. The site now has more cut and fill results. We can expand the fill in the 3D site list and see the fill broken up by where the fill is occurring, either in the open ground or underneath individual structures. Same with the cut. And the cut is further broken down by which material is being extracted from the ground. We can hide individual components of the site and turn on just what we want to see. We're turning off everything except the cut and fill. You can see exactly where material is being cut and where it's being moved to. We can then move around our three-dimensional site, rotating and zooming in to see the site from any angle and any distance. All the site's volume results are viewable inside the Results tab. Here you can see your results grouped by either strata operations or the type of material. You can drill down to see the smallest excavation or fill operation. And all the results calculated in MudShark are exportable to Excel as well as in other formats, so you can reuse your results in the rest of your estimating workflow. As well as the volume results, we are also exporting the areas and perimeters of the structures and working areas, and a breakdown for all the structures and materials inside those.